Right here, NewsNation Now. Let's stay on top of this immigration issue. We were just discussing New York City Mayor Eric Adams and his trip this week. We have New York City Councilwoman Joann Ariola on the telephone with us right now to talk more about the migrant crisis in this city, in New York. Your thoughts, first of all, on Mayor Adams and what he's either been able to accomplish or not accomplish, Mexico and Ecuador and eventually Colombia.
I think that Mayor Adams is doing the job that Joe Biden should have done a long time ago, going to visit these states, these countries that are in flux and having issues and trying to address it. Instead, our mayor had to go to these countries just to say there's no more room at the inn. There'll be no more entitlements when you get to New York City. You need to go somewhere else.
On that point about no more room here and maybe that New York City doesn't have to bear the entire burden of this around the state. We actually had the New York City public advocate on this program yesterday, Jumaane Williams, and I was talking to him about that. I want to play a little bit of what he had to say and then get your reaction. Here's Jumaane Williams.
There's more places for the buses to go than for New York City. And my hope is that we've been pushing the White House to get down by the border, get involved so that the influx and the responsibility of helping people who are legally here seeking asylum doesn't just fall onto one city like New York. And governor similarly should be saying that the right to shelter is actually a statewide right, which is something that many of us are saying, instead of refusing that, because that puts additional pressure.
You must think it's interesting, Councilwoman, that the president and also the governor, Kathy Hochul of New York, are now hearing from fellow Democrats a lot about this issue. What do you say?
Well, I think it's interesting that since Jumaane Williams lives on a military base and is quite safe and removed from any type of migration into his communities, I think it's incredibly, unbelievable that he says such a thing. Here's the thing. If we don't stop the influx of people coming in from our borders, we're never going to be able to fix this. It's not just our city. Our city is bearing the lion's share of the responsibility, but other cities like Chicago are overrun with migrants as well, and we're getting no help from the federal government. All of a sudden now we're starting to see a change. Kathy Hochul from welcoming people is saying now find somewhere else to go. The mayor is trying to amend the right to shelter for our own city. And now, most recently, Joe Biden is thinking that he's going to extend the border wall. All of a sudden, people seem to have woken up because they're seeing that the sanctuary states and the right to shelter cities are overrun and cannot bear the burden. And honestly, the others who do not have those designations have no legal responsibility to do so.
Well, the point you're making about the president's an interesting one, too, because you're right. He has agreed to extend and build more border wall, but he hasn't exactly given a ringing endorsement of what is essentially his own administration's policy. Let's listen to the president on that issue. This will be a final point, and then you can react to that. Here's President Biden.
I'll answer one question on the border wall. The border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
That last part, just so everybody heard what the president had to say, Councilwoman said, do you think the border wall works? And he said, no. Your thoughts?
Well, first off, I'd like to know who they were that were stopping him, because Congress has been calling on it. Our states have been calling on it. Our city government, our own Common Sense Caucus has been calling on better control of the border, and that would control the influx of migrants who are coming into our country illegally. Yes, some are seeking asylum, but the majority that are coming in opportunistically into our states illegally. And until Joe Biden really decides to once again enforce through ICE at the border and make sure that there's more money put towards judges to be at the border to differentiate between asylum seekers and those entering our borders illegally, we're never going to get ahead of this. And this is what the border states have been going through all along, and it's just now kind of migrated up to the states like New York and especially the city. But the onus is on the governor of this state and the president, and they need to do something at the border.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.